more importantly, again, the privileged user access. Not only does the privileged user access have access to the platform, but it has access to turn off the entire data center if that's what you're using it for. So that's the type of controls I'm trying to explain here, to show that as you go down that stack of cloud services, the more responsibility you have, the more you are required to ensure your security is up to scratch, and it brings in nuances that you hadn't really thought about with traditional security. Now, the upshot of that is that some cloud services have new ways of securing their environment and offer new services and new visibility, and there's some good gains there as well. Okay, so I see some questions. I might just have a look quickly. Okay, now we got that. Andrew asks, what is your experience the best way of monitoring cloud server provider security to ensure that your data is protected without dictating implementation details? It's very much ensuring they're aligning to your expectations for your organization. So you may have, what I've set up in organizations I've been a part of is a checklist for those people who are handling our data, and it provides guidance on what we would expect them to do in controls, and where they don't align, I generally ask them for a date of when they will align, and that's typically that collaborative way is the best way to do it, because that gives you an opportunity also when they respond to that checklist and provide you with the evidence of them doing those having those controls implemented. Rules that only allow inbound for a very small number of protocols, and don't allow outbound as well. If you actually requested that and they say, no, I don't have that, and that is a fundamental control for your organization, then you might actually go to those who are trying to implement something in this environment and say, look, the risk here is quite high. This may be a deal breaker, but you've got to balance that with obviously the business drive as well. So that's probably the best way I've seen of tackling it. All right, okay, cool. Let's dive back into it. Now, people and process. We need people and process. So I'm just going to run through this really quickly. In an organization, there are several touch points that an information security team will gain benefit of, and this is important to ensure that you're bolstering the organization and protecting from an incident. So the incident handler is concerned about this because they want people to know what an incident looks like, and they want people to implement things securely. So really important to have good project governance. So you've got requirements, you're testing the systems, you're reviewing the designs, you have good incident response. This is forms part of your protection mechanisms. You want good third-party governance, like we're just talking about, making sure that you review those third parties and then periodically review and chase them up to make sure they're improving things. Also having good awareness and training for your staff, and ensuring there are spot tests, and then also having business continuity plans as well to ensure that the systems can handle some severe outages. Okay, now on to the incident report. This is my favorite part. We don't have too much time left, so listen up, everyone. This has really been very powerful in my experience. I know I've said that a lot, but it's